All right. Thanks, everyone, for continuing to join us all day here on PALS TV. We'll be finishing out our day over in Gallia County and hanging out with David Price and Scott King. Scott's been coming on weekly here and giving us just great segments about self-defense and empowerment and just being aware of your surroundings and always being alert, basically, and just trying to keep you safe, right? So we talk about the health side and keeping you safe that way and everything we do right now, and also just physically safe and making sure that you're always aware of what's going on. So it's a very powerful segment. We're very fortunate to have Scott join us weekly and continuing to just give us a powerful message. So first off, though, we'll be heading over and joining David Price in Gallia County. So live from Gallia, we have David.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's good to see everybody. Scott will be here in a couple of minutes, and let me scroll through here, see how many people we got. I see Alex. Hey, Alex. Joni. Who else we got here? I see Angie. I see, is that CJ? I see CJ. I see Kristen. Hi. Crystal. Okay, so for the past few weeks, we've been talking about situational awareness. We've been talking about speaking out for ourselves, not letting someone push us around or take advantage of us. We've been talking about keeping ourselves safe. We've been talking about someone respecting our bodies, making sure that people respect touching us in certain areas. But we'll go back today and talk a little bit more about situational awareness. So if you guys understand, or do you know what situational awareness is? Give me a thumbs up if you know what it is. I see a thumbs up there. There's all right. We got all kinds of girls here that know what situational awareness is. So situational awareness is pretty much being aware of your environment and being very watchful of what's going on, taking note of the people around you, and also being able to almost predict things that could happen or situations and see what could happen before it does. And with situational awareness, if you're actively using your situational awareness, then what Scott always say, the best thing is to what? Get out of there, right? Don't be there. So I want to read a few things to you, and then maybe we'll kind of go through a couple scenarios, okay? So the practice of situational awareness is typically broken down in 3 general stages, which include identification, reflection, and forecasting. So the stage 1 is the identification stage. So that's it's the most basic form of your situational awareness. So during that identification stage, the person, or you or me, would continuously gather information about, remember what Scott says when you walk into the room, that 10-second rule, what do we need to be doing? Looking at exits, right? Looking for things to protect ourselves with if we needed to. Yep, that's right. Looking for a chair if you need to take a chair and block, put it between you and someone who is trying to harm you. Looking for the exit door if you need to run out. How about, I got one. How about a fire extinguisher? Is that something we should be looking for when we walk in a room? Give me a thumbs up. How many people think a fire extinguisher should be one of the first things we look for? All right. Okay. So we got fire extinguisher. How about maybe a first aid kit? Would that be something to look for as soon as you walk into a room? First aid kit? Possibly, yeah. Somebody fell down, got burned or got cut, what's the first thing we're going to have to run up to get is first aid kit. Keep them to take care of any kind of wounds they'd have, or a burn or a cut or a scrape, right? You guys think of anything else as far as a situation, something, remember that 10 to 20 second rule when you walk in? How about a group of people in the corner kind of looking at you when you walk in? Is that something to kind of be aware of? Remember the eye contact Scott talked about, someone kind of staring at you? Yeah. If you guys got any questions or comments, just type them in. I can't unmute anybody today, so if you can type in a question or comments, we'll read them out for you. So yeah, like if you walk in a room and you see a group of people kind of staring at you from the side, maybe talking to each other, and then kind of looking back at you, that's probably something to be aware of while you're in that room, isn't it? So, and if you feel uncomfortable enough, what's the first thing we should do is what? Get out of there. That's right. Don't be there. So that's your identification stage when you are practicing your situational awareness. So in this step, a situationally aware person, you make that cognitive switch from being an observer to a reactive observer of your environment to someone who habitually seeks new information about your environment. So when you walk in, you're consistently always looking around. What's Scott say? Get the head on the swivel. Remember that. Always kind of be looking around, checking things out, seeing people's body language, someone looking at you. That's your identification stage there. So this shift's not to be confused with, you don't want to feel like you're paranoid or like you're always afraid someone's out to get you, but that, you still want to be aware of what's going on, right? You always want to be aware of what's going on before something happens. So, and every time you walk into a new environment, you should always reset your situational awareness and go into that. Remember that first rule when you walk into any new environment or situation is what? Look around. So you guys are doing good. So let's do this exercise here. I want to do an exercise with you, okay? So just take a minute and we're going to practice your situational awareness. So the room you're in now, pretend, and you can even get up and walk out and walk back in that room, but pretend that you had just the room you're in now. Pretend you just walked in there, okay? So I'm going to count 10 seconds. Ready? Now, when I say go, what do you remember what you're supposed to be doing when you practice your first entrance into a room with your situational awareness is what? You scan what? Exits, windows, chairs, tables, look around at everything, kind of take a mental note of everything. Is anybody in a room with someone else right now? Okay, if you're in a room with someone else right now, then when I say go, you even want to think about what that person's wearing, what they look like, what kind of shoes they have. They have a hat on. Is their hat on sideways? They have glasses. They have a beard. They big, they small. They have pants on, shorts. So think of that too. Okay, so when we do this exercise, when I say go, I want you to observe everything in your room, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Okay, are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I see some thumbs up. Okay, here we go. And go. All right, 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And stop. Okay, so now, how many people, I'm going to say this. So, hold your hand up. How many exits do you have out of the room you're in now? Do you have 1 door, 2, 3? How many? You got 3? Don't look around. You got to look at the camera. You can't cheat. Okay. Okay. CJ, you got 3 exits in the room you're in? Okay. All right. So, all right. All right, looks good. You got one. Okay. Okay, so now, is there a fire extinguisher in that room? No. Okay. Let's see. Is there a TV in that room? Okay. Is there, let's see, a bookshelf in that room? Okay. Is there a person in that room with you? Okay. Without looking in at that person, by holding give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. A thumbs up if they have a hat on. Oh, okay. Don't look at them now. Don't, because remember, we're practicing that situational awareness of that 10-second drill there. Okay. All right. Thumbs up if they're wearing a button-down shirt. Are you? Okay. All right. I see some thumbs down. Thumbs up if they have a t-shirt on. Okay. 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 Thumbs up if they have shorts on. Okay. All right. Give me a thumbs up if they have white tennis shoes on. Okay. Well, you guys are doing really good. You're really observant today. Okay. Thumbs up if they have glasses on. Can you remember? Thumbs down. Okay. 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 Thumbs down. Good job, guys. So now you see how important it is when you go somewhere new to observe your surroundings, right? Now you kind of get a little bit of an understanding of, like, you want to be able to know what the people that you go into a room with, what they look like, what they're wearing. It just helps sharpen up your situational awareness, and it kind of puts the pressure on you to purposely think about that stuff, and that kind of actually opens up your mind a little bit more to be. I think Scott just jumped on here. Let me see here. There he is. Hey, let me unmute you, Scott. Can you hear me, Scott? Give me a thumbs up if you hear me. I'm trying to figure out how to unmute you. How about now, Scott?
I got you. Can you hear me?
Okay. I hear you good.
Okay.
Can everybody hear Scott? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear Scott now. Okay. All right. So it's just you and me today, Scott. I'm the administrator of the channel right now. So we were covering some of the situational awareness drills, and so we're talking about just kind of like that 10-second rule when you first walk in. And
Excellent.
So we played the game. We did a drill, and they observed the room, and they did really good because I asked them some questions about, some of them had some staff in there with them. And so I asked them some trick questions about what staff were wearing, and, if they had glasses on or if they had shorts on, and everybody got every answer right. So
Excellent.
They've definitely been listening to you. So good job.
Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. You did awesome then. And guess what? Your drill with David saved us a little bit of time, but we still got a couple more things I want to cover today. You guys are all looking at me kind of funny, though. Something wrong? Something different today? Alex is grinning. Kristen, hi, Caitlin. Hi, everybody. Okay, well, when you're ready to tell me what you're grinning at, we can talk. Hey, let's review real fast because we got a lot of stuff to cover today. Okay, now, David's already covered situational awareness. You played the 10-second game. Doorways. Anyone that makes me feel uncomfortable, it's all good. And anything I can use as a tool to help protect and defend myself if I need to. I always like to grab this because it's right here handy. But we only use that in an emergency, right? To protect and defend ourselves. Okay. I want to talk about, we did all the good and bad scenarios a couple weeks ago. Inappropriate contact, good touching, bad touching. You guys remember that? I got a thumbs up from Alex. Caitlin put a thumbs up. Kristen's okay. Everyone's on board. Here we go. We got our friend here today again. Hello, everybody. Good touch, bad touch. Hey, you got something on your face. Any problem there? No big deal. How about if someone starts to touch us in these places right here where she has clothing on that we don't want to touch us? Good. I see thumbs down. I see back and forth. No, no, no. Thanks. You can go back and sit down. Who has control of the space around us? We do. We control that space, right? Absolutely right. But if we go to a dentist and they're putting their fingers in our mouth and maybe they're giving us a feeling in a tooth that's giving us a hard time or something, that's okay. If we go to a doctor to get an exam, sure. Maybe someone's helping to give us a bath or something like that, our caregiver, someone we trust and someone that loves us. That's all okay, right? Good. Yeah, we're right there. Now, but if someone starts touching us in those spots that makes us feel kind of creepy, here's the key thing. Listen to your heart. You are the boss of yourself, and you know if something makes you feel kind of weird or you don't like it, okay? We know that's wrong then, don't we? Because we don't want them touching us those places. Now, this leads into the next thing I want to review. Do we keep secrets about stuff like that? Caitlin's saying no. I agree. No, we don't. We tell somebody. We tell someone we trust, someone we know that loves us, someone that helps look out for us. So we let somebody know. And it's the same way with the bullying and all the stuff we talked about earlier, only this good touch, bad stuff, bad touch. It's more serious stuff. So if someone does something like that and they say, hey, that's our secret. Just keep it between us. And I'll buy you a Big Mac later. No, no, no. That doesn't work that way. We let somebody know, don't we? Because then they can help us. And they'll stop that behavior. They'll stop those people from touching us in bad touches in bad places. Okay. We all on board with that? You guys are still looking at me kind of funny. I don't know what's going on. All right, we'll talk in a minute. Moving on. About that. Safe touches, bad touches. Last week, we talked about the space around us. And you guys have already taught me just a few minutes ago that we control the space around us, right? All right. Someone comes into that space that we don't want there. We learned a technique. We learned something we can do called the wall. Do you guys remember the wall? If you remember the wall, show me the wall. Caitlin's got it up. Alex has got it up. Ooh, Kirsten puts that baby up. Yes. Okay, so, but there's another important part to that kind of makes it work, right? And it's like this. If we were standing somewhere and you know, somebody gets a little too close to me that I don't know, I don't trust, maybe I just don't like them. Hold on. And maybe I just don't feel them too close to me. So if I just go like this, and I'm as quiet as a little mouse, just doing this, is it going to work the way we want it to, do you think? Or do we need to add something to it? Oh, I just seen Caitlin say, with her mouth, I seen her say, add something to it. Excellent work. Yeah, we got the power of our words, don't we? We've got to use words. It's the same way if I just said, stay back, go away. Now that's good, but it's not as good as putting the two of them together. Stay back, get back, go away. So we've learned that our words have a lot of power, but it really takes our actions and our words to make things as strong as we can. And really that's what this is all about. That's why we're all hanging out together. And it's not to talk about our weaknesses or things that are hard for us. It's to talk about our strengths and things we can do to make us more independent and stronger. Words are powerful. Don't forget those words, okay? And that's where we left off last week. That's where we're going to pick up this week. Just a quick little second on power words. You guys came up with some of your own power words. I wrote them down. Stay out of my zone. Stay out of my bubble. Excellent words. And stay in your own lane. Alex, I think that was yours maybe. Yep. What other power words can we come up with that could be helpful? That really, I mean business, you know? We talked about your no being no. It's not like, no, you know, please stop. It's like, no, stop, quit touching me, get away, back off. So we have to, and what I mean by that is our no has to mean no. It's got to mean no. So when we use that word, boom, there's power in it. What other kind of words can we, if we were in really a really serious situation, and what other kind of things could we say to maybe get people's attention, to get help to us? All right, give me some ideas. I want to see what you guys got to say. And I've got my ink pen ready. I'm going to write them down. Here we go. Are you guys tired this afternoon or something?
Hey guys, can you type in your answers? I can't unmute people right now, but can you type in your answers for Scott?
Okay,
Yeah.
when you get your answer typed in, let me see your thumb up, and then David will take it from there. Hi, Jay. How about leave, go away, stay back, stop? What about the word help? Is that a good word to use when we're in trouble? Yeah, help, help, help. People start looking then, and they're like, what's going on over there? And if you're in a bad situation, someone may come and help you. We hope so anyway. All right. Are you ready? I want to see you guys put your wall up. If there's anybody at home with you right now, you might want to warn them real quick and say, hey, it's about to get loud in here real quick, just for a minute. I don't want to freak you out, but I'm going to put up my wall and I'm going to use my power word. Think about what you want to say, and I'm going to count down from 5 backwards, and when I hit 0, I want you guys to explode with your wall and say your power word, and say it like you mean it. Be thinking about what you want to say. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready, 1. 0, walls up, power words, get back, stay away, call 911, help, help, help. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Are you ready? New topic. We are moving on. Now, I think I know when we all came online, I think I kind of know what you might have been grinning at. And it wasn't my gray beard that I gave myself a shave. I think it was this. My helmet. We're going to wear helmets today. Do you guys know I'm wearing a helmet right now? But guess what? Each one of you have a helmet at your disposal right now, ready to use. We're going to come to that. Why do people wear helmets? Who can help me? Caitlin's up. Kristen's up. Alex is up. Why would anybody need to wear a helmet? Go for it. Let me hear it. Okay. How about sports teams? Do they wear in football? Do they wear helmets? Yep. When somebody wears a helmet, like I have to wear this at work sometimes. When somebody wears a helmet, why are they wearing a helmet? To protect what? Point to it if you know. The old head. It's really, really important to protect our head. Because if someone's trying to hurt us or do something, this is probably where they're going to go first. And if we get knocked out, guess what? We're out cold, like a dead fish, and we're just laying there. So it's important we protect our head. Now, there's different kind of helmets to do different kinds of jobs, all right? I happen to have a few of them here I want to show you. This is one. I wear this one at work. Guess what? This is one I used to wear when I was overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq and doing stuff over there. This one here, this is bulletproof, all right? So what would
all your boxes?
If you see
Hey, I
one,
see Caitlin.
or
Caitlin's got a helmet. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I am so happy. Yeah. So this one here, this one stops bullets. Kind of helps protect my head there. It's pretty important, isn't it? Guess what? I've got another one. Oh. When I'm training in Krav Maga and I'm working with a partner, sometimes I wear a helmet like this. Can you see me in here? Hi, guys. This one, it won't stop a bullet, and it might not stop something from falling on top, but it protects my face. Hey, Maya. Let me show you what. I've got my son here to help me today. Just do your thing, buddy. And he's going to take something and just start kind of whacking away. Yep. In the face, yes. So if I didn't have any protection up here, let's keep going. What do you think would happen? I'd probably get knocked out. That's good. Thanks, buddy. Whew. I'm fine because the helmet did its job. How about people riding motorcycles? You see them wearing helmets too, don't you? But guess what? Caitlin's got her bicycle helmet there. If I walked into church on Sunday morning with this on, I'd probably get the same kind of reaction that I got from you guys when we all came online together, and you're like, what's Scott doing with that helmet on? So we can't always take things to protect our head everywhere with us because we kind of stick out. I suppose we could, but we might look a little bit different than the rest of the people we're hanging out with. So guess what today? We're going to learn a way that's going to help us protect our head, because it's really important to protect our head a little bit way. And we're going to call it our helmet, okay? So here's what I want you guys to do. You can practice with, we'll do it together. Sometimes, okay, let me tie this in. You remember when we first started out with the 10-second game? And I want to know what's going on around me, the doorways, anyone that makes me feel uncomfortable, and anything I can use as a weapon. The reason knowing what's going on around us is so important, because if we can see someone who may be trying to be mean to us or may has bad thoughts and they want to do something wrong to us, we can see that. And then we put our wall up or we run, because the best self-defense is don't be there. But guess what? Sometimes people are going to get close to us without us knowing it. Or sometimes we know it and they'll just rush in and we don't have a chance to really defend ourselves, you know. We'll talk about that too. So the key thing is protect ourselves. And we've learned that probably one of the most important things to protect is what? Kirsten says she used to work at AEP and they had helmets. Did they have helmets like the one I had? Yep. So guess what? I told you guys you all had a helmet. Caitlin had hers with her today. Here's what I want you to do. Remember how we did our wall? This time I want you to take your hands and just put them up just like this. Put them as tight around our head as we can. Yeah. Come on, guys. I want you to do it with me now. I want to see. I want to know that you know what I'm talking about. Take those hands up and try and protect our face and head and put them in tight. Put your helmet on as tight as you can. That's it. Caitlin's got it. Joni's got it. I see Alex doing it. Alex has got his helmet on. Everyone's there. Kristen's there. Good. Now, so we've kind of learned about our helmet. So we do sort of have a helmet with us, don't we? You know, there's always a way to protect ourselves. But I want to go back and remind you of something. You remember when we put the wall up? If I'm quiet when I put that wall up, it's not as good, is it? The helmet is the same way. When I put the helmet on, it's like turning my siren on. Remember the fire truck? That's why they have a siren, because it makes a bunch of noise and people look at it and say, oh, wow, there goes a fire truck. So when we put our wall up, we want to make noise with our power words. And when we put our helmet on, I want to say, stop, 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 help, help, go away, stop, help me. Do you think that was better or was this one better? Which one, the noisy one or the loud one? The loud one. Yeah, it's always better. We want to make noise because we want to draw attention to ourselves. So that way our friends, or maybe the people who love us and care for us, or sometimes just a good person who happens to be where we're at, looks over and says, you're not doing that to my friend. Bam, and they come in and help. Okay, so we talked about the helmet. If we can't get away and we can't escape, and someone starts being mean and trying to hit us and hurt us, we got to get that helmet on. Get that helmet on. Protect your head, okay? Now, are you guys there? I just lost everybody. Can you see me, David?
I see you, but it looks like everybody disappeared.
I got a bunch of umbrellas.
That's what I got.
I'm going to click on participants. I don't know, maybe. Oops. Oh, hey, everyone's back.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go? Did you get some ice cream or something? And you're all in different places. Somehow they switched seats on me. I don't know how you guys did that. Okay. Helmet. Make noise. Wall. make noise. Use power words, power words, power words. Very important. Now, a couple weeks ago, we talked about, this was even before we got into good touching, bad touching. We talked about okay and not okay stuff. Remember, we talked about someone not giving us all the change back we were due, and then we led a little farther in to someone maybe pinching us. Is that good or bad? Nobody can pinch us. Nobody can hurt us, right? It's bad. Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about someone, remember this, pulling us? We can't, no one can do that to us either. Sometimes people may try and grab us by the wrist or grab our arm or something and say, you're coming with me. Shh, don't make a sound. You're coming with me. Or come on, get over here, or something like that. And it's somewhere, maybe they want to take us somewhere we don't want to go, or somewhere we're scared to go, or something. And sometimes it's really hard to fight back. So I'm gonna give you another way that we can make things really difficult for them. Okay, really hard for them to do that. And you know what we do? We simply become a boulder. Now I can't snap my fingers and boom, I'm a boulder. When I say become a boulder, I mean we make ourselves really super heavy, like a boulder. Maybe I should start calling it the dump truck or something like that. Anything that's heavy that you can think of, because you know what? We're going to make ourselves really heavy. And here's how we do it. We simply drop down. We drop down onto the floor. Now, you guys don't have to do this, but you can practice it later if you want. We drop down onto the floor and we curl up in a ball. Guess what we're putting on, too, when we're down there? Our helmet. So we're putting on our helmet. There you go. Caitlin is down. She has disappeared, and she is on the floor. Alex has got it on. I see it. Hi, Joni. Kirsten's got it on. Man, you guys are so awesome. So if someone's trying to drag us away, I don't want to get into this. No, I'm going. No, yeah. Back and forth like a tug of war, you know. I'm just not going with you. So I'm going to drop down on the ground. I'm going to make myself heavy like a boulder. And what else do I put on when I'm dropping down on the ground? Point to it. Boom. Caitlin's got it on. We put that helmet on. But there's one more thing. There's still one more thing. When all this is going on, are we quiet or are we making a huge racket? Thank you. Excellent work. Excellent work. We are making as much noise as we can with our power words to draw attention to us so someone can come and help us. That's absolutely right. So here's what my notes say. You guys are already ahead of me. If someone's trying to drag or pull us, our first reaction would be to run and try and get away. And we should. But sometimes if they've got a hold of us and they're already trying to drag us down and you're coming with me or whatever they're doing, we want to make ourselves really heavy and scream and get that helmet on and make all kinds of noise and racket. Okay? And one of my notes says, should we be using our power words? Yes, we've already decided that. Now, we've got a few minutes left. And I want to go into something because we're gonna switch gears here, and everything we're doing is really serious. But if you notice, hi Joni, I seen you, honey. We're protecting ourselves, right? Now we're going to learn some things we can do, and you probably already know this, but we'll learn it together again. Things we can do that might be able to stop somebody from attacking us. Because sometimes, sometimes sometimes we have to fight back, right? So let's say we're walking through a yard or a parking or a park or anywhere, and all of a sudden, this really great big mean German Shepherd dog just comes up and starts attacking us, biting, barking. He's got a hold of our leg, and you know what? We've done everything right. We have, here he comes and he's growling and barking, and we put our wall up and say, get back, stay back, stay back. But he doesn't do it. Number one, dogs may not know English the way we do. They can sit and they can shake hands, and my little dog does these tricks. But when a dog's really angry, probably not going to pay attention to us, are they? So they come in. He comes in. And he is not letting go. He's not letting go. And maybe even we decided to make ourselves heavy like a boulder and put our helmet on and cover up and make all this noise. But you know what? It's just not stopping. So now we're faced with a choice where we have to kind of fight back. We may have to do something to make that dog stop, okay? Now, the reason I use the German Shepherd dog as an example is because we all understand that, okay? But I got some really sad news. Sometimes there's people that are mean like that too. And not just to you, to me, there's just sometimes people are mean and they want to hurt other people, okay? So we've learned ways to protect ourselves. But today I want to cover a couple things we can do to maybe fight back, all right? All right, are we ready for this? Now, I asked you guys last week to bring a pillow. Did any of you guys bring a pillow from your bed with you? All right, Caitlin's got hers ready. Kirsten's got hers. Kirsten's grabbing hers. I see Alex is reaching for something. Jay's got a pillow. Excellent, excellent. Joni, have you got a pillow, honey? Okay, is everybody ready? I see everyone's pillow. Okay.
All right, I'm out. You want me to shut the front door?
Keep
I'll
your
take
pillow
it.
in one hand.
Okay.
Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your other hand up just like this. Let me see one of your hands. Close your fingers like this. Got me? Now, you know what I'm going to do in a minute? Remember that German Shepherd who's got a hold of me? I'm going to go, ah, 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 ah. That's called a hammer fist. Ha! See, did you know you had a hammer fist? Did you know that you had a helmet and you can become heavy like a boulder? And you can also, boom, use your fist like a hammer. Now, some people like to hit like this, but you know what? You know why I like hammer fists? Is because I can be way out here like, hey, 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 boom. Or I can be in close like this, pop, boom. Yeah. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your pillow. I want you to lay it across your lap right here. You can take your other hand and put it underneath it if you want so you don't hurt anything. And I want to see you guys throw a couple hammer fists. When I count to 3, I want you to cut loose, and guess what? What else should we be doing while we're using our hammer fists? Power words. Power words. Power words go with everything. It's like ketchup. Put your power words on everything you do. Okay, I'm getting ready to count to 3, and I want to see you use those hammer fists on those pillows. And a 1, and you keep going till I say stop. And a 2, and a 3. Go, go, go. Hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist. I see you, Jay. Good job. Alex is pounding it. Oh, my goodness. There goes Caitlin. Keep going, Kirsten. Keep going, and stop. Excellent work. Guess what? You just learned a new tool. You've got a tool now. Because sometimes, remember when I say a tool we can use to protect and defend ourselves? Sometimes there's not always things like that around. I just happen to have a paperweight. Boom. But sometimes we're sitting somewhere. Maybe we're at the Dairy Queen eating ice cream, and all I've got in my hand is an ice cream cone. You know, an ice cream cone's not going to do any good. So we've got a hammer fist now, don't we? All right? got the old hammer fist. Now, we've got a few minutes. I want to cover one more thing. You have a weapon on you at all times. You have your own weapon on you. You've got it right now. I'm already seeing it on some of you. And I'm not just talking about your hammer fist. I'm talking about something else. Do you remember that German Shepherd that came up and attacked us when we were in the park? Did he attack us with his tail? Did he attack us with his ear? What did he use to attack us? Kristen's pointing to her teeth. Kayla's, absolutely. So we all have these weapons, don't we? Look here. Can you hear this? Yep. Have you guys ever been bitten before? It hurts. I hope you're not biting anybody. So today, we've learned, the two new things we've learned are, well, actually, I'm going to say 4 new things. We talked about our helmet. Yeah. Dropping down, making ourselves heavy like a boulder. And we always, just like ketchup, we always put power words on everything we use. And then we took it a step farther. And we learned, boom, hammer, bam, hammer fisting and biting if we have to. You know why? Because sometimes somebody may have us really, maybe they came up behind us and they're trying to choke us, or they're holding us really tight, you know, and we didn't even have a chance to drop and become like a boulder because they've already got us. And I can't get my hands out to use my hammer fist. So what's the last tool we learned that I just might be able to use? It might be able to save me. Absolutely. Thanks, Caitlin. You guys are so awesome. Okay. I have, oh, you know what my note says beside biting? I wrote, ouch. Yeah, it hurts. But after, now all of these things we've learned, I want to make sure that our hearts, my heart and your heart is right. Do we ever use these tools on anyone who is not being mean to us? Nope. Only to protect and defend ourselves, okay? Because the best self-defense, don't be there. We see the problem, we play the 10-second game, we know what's going on, but sometimes we get surprised. So if we ever had to use any of these tools on anybody, and then it's all over and we get home, do we tell someone what happened? Yes, absolutely, positively, yes. We report it. We let somebody know. Someone who we trust, someone who loves us, someone who looks out for our best interests, make sure we're safe all the time and clean and happy. That's probably a good person you can start with to tell. Okay. I'm going to leave a few minutes today for questions because I know you guys probably have some questions. You're always active. So, David, are we able to, am I able to hear him?
Yeah, Scott, we're able to unmute people. Does anyone have any questions for Scott today? Caitlin?
Yeah. Aaron's back on, so he can handle it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Aaron. Thank you.
You wear a helmet to be safe.
Yes, Caitlin, absolutely, to be safe. That's why all these helmets here to make us safe. Thank you. Okay, guys. Alex, go for it.
Just be safe and be careful.
Always be safe and be careful. I think you guys can teach this class, man. Okay. Kirsten, I want to hear from you today. I want to hear from you. I see you sitting there smiling. What's going on? Is everything going well?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just doing my little project today, you know. It's like
I seen you holding that up and I thought that's why I wanted to ask about that. That looks like needlepoint.
Yeah, I'm doing like a little flowers and stuff.
Do you have a needle that you can hold up? Oh, she just froze up on me. Oh,
Yeah.
Kristen, do you have a needle you can hold up? Why don't you show us all?
It's a wood burning.
Ha ha. If she had to protect and defend herself, could she use that, guys? What do you think? Absolutely. See, you guys have been trained now. You know. Jay, I'm glad to see you hanging out with us today. Thank you. Thank you. And Joni, it's good to have you with us. Now, Crystal, I've got a window for Crystal, but I don't see her anywhere. She might be taking a nap on it. Oh, hi. Okay.
You never know.
Oh man, I look forward to you guys. Okay, look. We've got about one more week of this, okay? So here's what I want you guys to do next week. Every week I like to review, because that way it helps us remember, and it gets in our brain and becomes part of us, and we start thinking that way. And David's already kind of put you guys through this, so I know that you're learning it. But we're going to do a quick review. So here is your homework for next week. I want each one of you, not just some of you, or not just Kristen, or not just Caitlin, or not just Joni, or Jay, or Alex, or Crystal. I want each one of you to come up with your own idea or your own situation, and we can talk about it. And we're going to learn from our own examples. Does that sound okay to you guys? Okay. So you got a whole week to think about this. And guess what? When I come on here next week, I'm going to say, hi, everybody. What's your ideas? And you're going to teach me. I can't wait. I cannot wait to hang out with you next week and see what you guys have come up with this week. So that's your homework. And then we're all going to sit back and learn from each other. We're going to spend some time together. Okay? All right. Before we go, are there any last minute questions? Okay. Now look, we covered kind of some, I'm going to say, kind of serious stuff today. Helmet, heavy like a boulder. Always use our power words. Put it on heavy like ketchup, because I know we all like ketchup, barbecue sauce. But then we took a big step. And everything before that step was just things to protect ourselves, okay? But because I know you guys are so smart and your hearts are just so wonderful, I thought today, sometimes we have to hurt or cause pain in somebody else to get them to stop hurting us. That's why we use the German Shepherd in the park as an example. We can't just sit there and let him keep biting us and ripping us. We got to stop him. So today, we learned two things we can do. The hammer fist, boom. Now, I don't know if you'd ever want to bite a German Shepherd back, but you know what? If you did, it would probably work, because nobody likes to be bit. My note says, ouch. But those are the two important things we learned today. Past the helmet and boulder, that kind of takes us in and helps us better protect ourselves. Okay, guys? All right. I'm not going to see you again for a week. Everyone knows that you've got homework. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. Everyone knows that you've got homework, right? Nod your head. All right. Then I cannot wait to hear what you've got. I am so excited to hear your stories. All right, Aaron.
The feeling's mutual on this end, man. We can't wait to see you every single week, too.
Oh,
no, I'm serious. On a side note, I've had a ton of people reach out to me, whether it's folks on here or parents and guardians, and a lot of different people just telling me how much they appreciate you, man. So thank you so much for everything you do. It's wonderful.
That's such a
One of
blessing.
the best segments each week. So
Yeah.
live from Gallia County. Yeah, Scott King.
Bye, guys.
It's my pleasure, buddy. My pleasure. All right, everyone. That wraps up our day here on PALS TV. Again, it's been a blast, as always. We have one more day left in the week, so make sure you come back and join us tomorrow morning, Friday, for our last segment of the week. So have a good night, everyone. See you soon. Thanks again, Scott.